I'm Kronicz from the most extreme wrestling, and this is your Smackdown review for November 25th, 2011. If you hear noises in the background, don't be alarmed. Kristol is over there, and if she comes running in and asks me where her shoes are, don't be alarmed. She is running around.
Whatever. I know where my shoes are.
Oh, well, that's good for you. So, if I get interrupted, it's not really my fault. I can't help it. I just got to do this Smackdown review before I have to continue all of the Thanksgiving festivities that just never end. Oh boy. So the first guy to come out here tonight is the World Heavyweight Champion, Mark Henry. And he's coming out very slow. He's got his crutch. He's hurt really bad. He's just barely making it to the ring. He makes baby steps up the little steps, and he can't hardly get through the rope, but he finally gets in there. He says, "Big Show, we had this big match at the pay-per-view, and, you accused me of hitting you in your private parts, but I didn't hit you in your private parts." But, first of all, I was laughing because Mark Henry just, anytime anybody walks around like that, it's just hilarious, just waddling up to the ring. And then he's accusing him of hitting him in his private parts. And I was just like, wow, this is so PG. And, yeah, we get Big Show. He comes running out and he says, "No, man, you really did hit me in my private parts. And that's why that was disqualification. So next time..."
No, wait. They did not have a long discussion about hitting each other in the private
Yes,
parts.
they did.
This is why I don't watch Smackdown.
Oh, come on. It was still good. It's just that was like, what? But yeah, and he says, Mark Henry says, "Well, there actually isn't going to be a next time, because I'm not going to fight you." Well, I can faintly hear a "Let's Go Zack Ryder" chant in the background, which I'm just like, ugh, seriously? But they did drown it out a little bit because it's SmackDown, and they really channel the cheers and the volume on the crowd a lot more than they do on Raw, I think. But anyways, the Big Show, he's like, "Oh, well," I think they argue a little bit more. Big Show ends up hitting Mark Henry with the big punch and knocking the poor defenseless Mark Henry out. The guy's beat up and is in a crutch. How fair is that? That's not right. So, we hear dun 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 dun. It's the Flight of the whatever song.
Bumblebee?
I guess. Is that what that song is?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, it's Daniel Bryan with his ever-expanding beard that's getting larger and larger. It's quite scary. He comes in because he's going to cash in the Money in the Bank. He's got your favorite referee, Charles Robinson, in tow. He goes right to the ring and gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. And there's a new World Heavyweight Champion. But I'm thinking, no freaking way. This just doesn't even make any sense.
Wait, hold up. He cashed in the Money in the Bank now?
Yeah.
Why didn't he do it last time?
Yep. Well, he was selling injuries at the pay-per-view. He couldn't be on there, but now he won it. He won the belt.
So he's World Heavyweight Champion now?
Yes. Daniel Bryan is the new World Heavyweight Champion. But no, because Teddy Long comes running out and says, "Oh no, player, I came out as fast as I can. I didn't get out fast enough because that can't happen because he's not cleared to wrestle. You'll get your shot tonight. We'll have like a #1 contender match. We'll have a bunch of guys in the ring in the main event, and you can have it then. But you still have your Money in the Bank, by the way. So whether you win or don't win this #1 contendership match tonight, you still get your Money in the Bank.
That's
so you still
super dumb.
Well, I didn't want him to cash it in.
Well, I didn't either, but it's still dumb to have him cash it in and then get rid of it.
Well, he still got it though.
Whatever, it was stupid.
They just teased him winning the title, which I'm sure that he probably will at some point. And they're building it up, so I really don't have any problem with that. I would have been upset, though, if he would have actually cashed it in and he would have been the champion. It was really just, a preview. So, next we get a match with Justin Gabriel, which has kind of, bizarre ring music. Sounds like he's from space or something, but his ring gear looks pretty cool. So, I really don't know what to think about Justin Gabriel. A lot of times I think he's cool. But I really haven't seen a lot of him, but we actually got to see him tonight against Hunico. And Hunico wrestled in the match, and, it was okay. It wasn't anything special. Half the match, they were talking about what had just taken place with the whole storyline with Mark Henry and Big Show, and that gets annoying sometimes because it's like the match is just something's moving on the screen so they can reiterate what you've just seen. But they actually ended up having a pretty nice match. Hunico ended up doing a Swanton Bomb like Jeff Hardy, but did it much smoother, much more high flyer like Lucha Libre style, which, of course, I mean, it's Hunico, but I didn't think it was that bad of a match. Thought it was pretty good. Got to see a top rope moonsault, but not from the turnbuckle, but from the rope, so that was pretty interesting anyways. Next we get to see, oh boy, Alicia Fox on commentary. I'm sure that no one was popping for this, and not even at home, and I'm sure she didn't. Oh my gosh. Oh my. I can't take that. But Natalya and Beth come out, and they got like a little bit of different colors on. It looks like they're wearing green or almost camo stuff. And Natalya is wearing chaps, which is always a treat because, you know, they look pretty cool. What are you rolling your eyes for? I thought that she looked pretty cool, but now she's gonna face.
She looked cool.
Yeah, she looked cool. She looked cool.
She looked
I didn't mean hot or anything. I meant cool.
Yeah.
But AJ and Caitlyn come out, so AJ's out there. But now I don't know who to cheer for because I love Natalya and Beth, and I love AJ. I don't really even know who Caitlyn is, but I know she's around. I just hardly ever see her. But yeah, the match actually doesn't last very long. We get another "We Want Ryder" chant, which I'm getting tired of that. Just random chants. AJ gets into the submission hold, the sharpshooter from Natalya, and wrenching her like we've seen time and time again, over and over it seems. And AJ swiftly taps out, and that kind of sucks. But then Beth gets on the microphone, and they're like holding her down with the post-match beatdown. And Beth is like, oh, it's going to be cry time, and they're just beating AJ up to make her cry. Caitlyn kind of walks away, so what's up with that? I don't know.
But AJ is not one of the crying bimbos, right?
No, AJ's awesome.
That's what I thought.
No, she's not one of the pretty girls.
So then why are they beating her up? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't really know. I think they were just trying to prove a point that they're dominating.
Whatever.
Then Alicia Fox, of all people, stands up from the commentary booth where she was pretty much absolutely doing nothing, stands there, and Beth and Natalya leave. Like, she's really a threat.
What?
Come on, what is the deal with Alicia Fox?
We gotta get this Divas crap done with. This is stupid.
Well, they got plenty of good divas. It's just some of these...
No, I'm not hating on the Divas. I'm just saying, everything they do with the Divas is stupid.
Well, yeah, but you can't imagine they give very much time. And now we go into another diva segment that makes me just want to rip my eyeballs out. Katana or whatever her name is, I don't know. She comes in there with Teddy Long and the mood lighting changes, and it lasted like 1 second, and I was like, oh my gosh. But Mark comes in there, and he's mad about having to defend the title next week. Mark does pretty good, and Teddy's like cowering in fear from him, which was kind of funny. Now it's going to be a steel cage match. Sorry to let you know that, Mark, but now Mark is very, very, very upset. Now we get a promo backstage with Zach and Sheamus. And Sheamus is like, yeah, I already signed your petition, this and that. Zack Ryder's like, yeah, man, we should have like a remix of your song. And, you know, it goes like this, and we can go dancing. And Sheamus kind of looks at him like he's a heel and he's going to beat him up. But then he doesn't. And he super smiles again, and they do it again, kind of. Because Sheamus is pretty intimidating when he turns that on, but he's like, yeah. Sheamus mentions that no one wants to see him with his clothes off and stuff because of something Zack said. But that segment was okay. Now we get Dolph Ziggler on the mic. You know, my boy Dolph Ziggler. Love Dolph Ziggler. I can't get a reaction out of Kristol over there. She's just ignoring me. But I love Dolph Ziggler.
Earrings. This is really important.
And she's looking for earrings. She can't get mad at my constant infatuation with Dolph Ziggler, but, you know, whatever.
Hey, I was looking for this stupid necklace. Why is it that when you're looking for one thing, you always find that other thing that you were looking for the other day?
I don't know. But anyways, Dolph's on the mic. He sounds... you know, Dolph... My problem with Dolph sometimes is sometimes on the microphone he sounds like a little girl when he talks. Just saying, but he had... he did okay. He's got his hashtag heel on his butt now. And he's got new ring music. Again. He gets new ring music every single week. Seriously? So we got Dolph and... Wait a minute. Oh no, I wrote this wrong. Because it was Jack Swagger and Dolph versus Sheamus and Zack. I got it backwards. But this was a good match. It lasted a long time, and the crowd was into it like crazy. Everybody in the match got a pop for their little spots. Except, really, Jack Swagger.
He sucks.
I mean, I hate to say that the guy sucks, but it's just... Everyone, like, I keep hearing that people saying he's good and he's got all this potential, but I don't see it. I mean, where? Like, his moves are generic. I don't know. Compared to Dolph Ziggler doing all this amazing stuff, and he was just, man, he was like doing this crab walk in the ring just to get the crowd mad. I mean, he was just being completely obnoxious, and it totally worked. Zack Ryder, of course, got all of his pops, and Sheamus, got his spots in, and it was just great. Dolph got his double team Famasser thing on Zack Ryder. Let's see, we got a crazy bump from Zig. Like, he's always doing those, though. Ryder gets the pin on Dolph Ziggler, though, so it looks like Dolph Ziggler is going to get beat by Zack Ryder at some point for the United States Championship. It keeps going in that direction, which, yeah, that's what everybody apparently wants to see because they can't stop chanting, "We want Ryder" all night. And it kind of gets on people. I think it's starting to get on people's nerves. I know it is. It's starting to get on my nerves, too. And people, they're kind of overexposing him a little bit.
I think so.
And the crowd is like, they're thinking about him too much. And then they keep feeding it to us, but whatever. Now we get Brian in the back, and he's all boo-hoo because he didn't get his belt or whatever, and AJ's consoling him. What is the deal with Daniel Bryan being around all these divas? Do we have to put
But literally, like, crying?
Well, not really. I mean, he was just complaining. Oh. But why do we gotta keep putting divas around him? He doesn't need that. And especially AJ. I don't want to see AJ with him. Barrett comes in. I am jealous. Barrett comes in and says that AJ looks like a 14-year-old girl, which makes me laugh because, she's so tiny compared to all the other divas.
Guys for saying AJ was hot.
Hey, AJ is hot. What's wrong with that?
You said you were jealous.
You said that and made me agree with it. You said I was jealous. Don't try to twist it. See, that's what happens. Women try to twist everything on you. So this is a life lesson for you. You got to think. You got to be 2 moves ahead. So when they start, because they'll try to they'll ask you something just to trap you into saying something else. Women do this. You got to be smart.
Yeah, I hit you right on the head.
Ted DiBiase and his posse versus Heath Slater returning from his drug violation. Okay.
They announced that.
They didn't, but they did say that Heath Slater likes to consider himself the Axl Rose of the WWE. And he was just hanging out with Axl Rose when he got his violation in Mexico. So it's like, are you saying that you are like the biggest drug user of the WWE? Because, I mean, Axl Rose,
was an idiot.
Yeah, and still continues to be. So, but the match was okay. I love Heath Slater's pants. Those pants and his little get-up are cool, but he is one ugly dude, man. I can't get over that. He is just he is ugly. Ted DiBiase, I still don't know what to think about the guy, because I think he's awesome, and then I think that he's generic. And I think he's awesome, I think he's generic. I think he's the future WWE, I think he's next future endeavored. But Ted DiBiase comes with the Dream Street. They're pressing Ted DiBiase into the moon. Oh yeah, I guess I have to mention this. Jinder Mahal was on the Titantron before the thing, and he was really angry. Why is he there? Cody Rhodes, backstage promo. And he mentions Booker T. Someone, I wish I could remember, I should have wrote this down, but somebody mentioned to me, and I don't even know if it was on Twitter or what, but that they're hoping that maybe Booker T and Goldust, since that's Cody Rhodes' brother, could go against Cody and somebody else, because that would be a cool feud, because Booker T and Goldust were, big team back in the day. And,
I'm not sure if I'm on board with that.
Man, because I was thinking about all the stuff that Booker T and Goldust did, and I was like, that would be really cool, and I would so mark out there for that. Now we get to the main event. Wade, Randy, Cody, and Daniel Bryan. Now this match was also one of those matches that was really good and had all of its spots, except Randy Orton has less and less interaction matches, it seems like. He's winning less and less matches. It's almost like they're pushing him aside because, Wade Barrett, Cody, and Daniel Bryan, well, in this match anyways, are like the future guys. You can throw Dolph Ziggler in there, but he's not in this match, so we can't talk about him. But, these are like the future guys, and for me, I think that Wade Barrett really has a big chance of being the future WWE, and especially Cody. Kristol, she would disagree with me, but she's not in the room, so Cody. Cody's awesome. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that. But anyways, it was a good match. It lasted a long time, it seems. Cody pins Daniel, but Daniel says, oh no, I'm going to turn this into the Lavelle lock. after he does like a suicide dive outside with his headbutt and headbutts with his head again. The guy's gonna knock his head off, but Daniel gets the win, so he's the #1 contender apparently for next week's SmackDown Tuesday Night Live, going in there, and not only he gets to fight for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship next Tuesday night on the live SmackDown, but he also still has his Money in the Bank. So it's a possibility that he could lose the match and then cash it in after and win it, but that would make no sense. So hopefully he'll keep it for WrestleMania, but it's WWE, and you can't ever put too much faith in them. Post-match beatdown, but Randy Orton comes in for the save with his RKO. SmackDown goes off the air. SmackDown was alright. I thought it was pretty good, and it held my interest, and I am looking forward to next week for SmackDown, and looking forward to a lot of things, but SmackDown was okay, and I will see you guys next time.